Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Mavuika's banner has just left us, which means that ARLECCHINO's banner is now in shop, and what better time to do a run including both ARLECCHINO and Mavuika, not on the same team, but in the same abyss, than today. Now, in the past, I have compared ARLECCHINO to Mavuika, a C1 ARLE to a C0 Mavuika, but today we are doing something different. Instead, we're going for ARLECCHINO on the first half with Mavuika on the second half. Mavuika will be in her premium team, although this does steal quite a lot of supports from ARLECCHINO, but luckily she is very flexible, so we're going to be running her with kazuha for buffs, xiangling for some extra damage, and she can also get buffed by kazuha, and then finally just for a sub DPS we are going Fischl. Is this a very synergistic team? No. Will it get the job done? Yes. Now, when it comes to our characters, one thing I should point out real quick is, like I mentioned, my ARLECCHINO is C1, so to make this showcase a bit more fair, we're going to be switching her from Jadewing Spear over to a R1 level 70 White Tassel. Hopefully this can reduce the damage a bit more to make this showcase more fair, and like I said, she is C1, but rest of the character builds will be at the end. All other characters, however, are C0 R0, and with that being said, let's hop right into the run. Alright, and here we are in the first chamber, and we do get ourselves an attack buff, which will help out both sides, but especially our ARLECCHINO, because we are lacking in some attack buffs right here. Now, the rotations on this team aren't going to be perfect, because obviously, you know, this is by no means an optimal team, but like I said, thanks to the Abyss Blessing, you know, this will give us some buffs. Now, do remember, once again, damage could be much better if we went on a White Tassel, but like I said, I do want to compensate here for the C1 just to make this slightly more relatable. Anyway, I'm hoping that he's gonna spawn out his little things soon. I'm just gonna keep doing damage in the meantime. I'm doing about 77k here. Xiangling's ultimate should be able to hit them. There we go. We're still doing around 50k here, so you know, it's some decent damage. We're actually doing pretty well here timing wise. Now, the one really good thing about ARLECCHINO is just how flexible her rotations are, because obviously you can switch off her and still keep her pyro uptime. I could be getting hit there because I wouldn't get knocked back, but you know, I don't want to take too much damage, even though we do have a heal. And we are actually going to clear this pretty quickly in the end. But yeah, like I said, there is no way you could be this flexible with an ARLECCHINO team, just because, you know, her teams have much more requirements. And there we go. We took him down in under 80 seconds, I believe. Yes, it was a 75-second clear, basically. Which actually, considering the team, is pretty damn good. So yeah, always have faith in ARLECCHINO, although I'm sure the Mavuika side will clear faster here. I mean, here, 976k already. I think we did about 220k there on some charge attacks. Mavuika's absolutely nuts, although this is a best in slot team, but yeah, I feel like, I mean, I've said this before in my video comparing a C1 ARLECCHINO to a C0 Mavuika. These characters are both just absolutely busted, and I'm loving it. Okay, we just did a massive hit there, but I did not even see how much damage it did. But he's about to go down within about 40 seconds, I want to say. You know, might as well just conserve some ults, but yeah, very good start for us when it comes to the first chamber, and I hope that we can keep this up for the second chamber. Alright, and here we are in the second chamber, picking up an AM buff, which is going to be helpful for our Mavuika, less so for our ARLECCHINO, but, you know, it's fine. Okay, there we go, and now, unfortunately, we weren't able to funnel any particles into xiangling, but it's fine. She is very nearly dead, although I don't really think that should change anything. We're doing about 70k here. We were levitating there in the air for a second. Okay, his resistances should go down now. Yep, there we go, and we can do a little bit of this. Like I said, I'm just going into Kazuha's ultimates straight away so we can get some pyro damage bonus for xiangling, and then we can switch back into Kazuha to refresh it for our ARLECCHINO if need be. And okay, we've already done half health, which is pretty decent for this guy. Now we just have to be careful not to die here, because we can't freeze him here, unfortunately. Okay, yep, there we go. We should be able to iframe his big hit that he does with one of our ultimates. You know, we went, oop, okay then, I am just gonna have to ultimate here, actually, and then we can go for an E, xiangling ult here. Okay, yep, he's done all of his stuff now, and we should be able to take him down here, just because, I mean, we have Kazuha's ult and then xiangling's Paranado, and yep, there we go, about, okay, yeah, we're doing a lot of hits in this team right now, between like 5 to 10k on our Fischl, about 10k-ish on our xiangling, and then anywhere from 20 to 60k on our ARLECCHINO, I think. But now we do get to go on to the second half, and oh my gosh, are these enemies so incredibly annoying. I hate it so much. I mean, luckily we have a bunch of Natlan characters here, so it shouldn't be difficult for us. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not actually 100% sure which ones do all of the Night Soul attacks, so I am just gonna spin around here on Mavuika. We will be able to get all our abilities up for the time he goes down, like so. We're probably not gonna need Bennett's Burst, to be honest. These guys aren't very tanky. It's just a matter of taking out their Night Soul shield as quick as possible. And 560k there, I believe. I don't think that was a melt, but it's not too big of an issue. Okay, we are back on our motorcycle already, and okay, he's teleporting all over the place. Don't want to get hit by that because I know that can do a fair bit of damage to us. And okay, his Night Soul bar is nearly broken. Just go back into thingy, and we'll just start up our rotation here because we can probably just one-shot him here. Yep, 940k. Thank you very much, Mavuika. And with that being said, let's just move on to the final chamber. Alright, and here we are in the third and final chamber, picking ourselves up a nice little crit buff, popping Xiangling's ultimate here so that we have a lot of elemental application when his shield goes up, which will help us take it down faster. Like so. It just got absolutely melted. There we go. So yeah, wild, easily dealt with our team right here. And like I said before, that's just what I love about ARLECCHINO, how her gameplay is so flexible. Her rotations, her team, so flexible. That's like why I really like ARLECCHINO. Obviously Mavuika's teams are more restrictive, but they also have a higher damage ceiling. Like I was able to hit 1.2 million in this abyss when I was doing my first time clear, which is literally like I can't even compare it to anything I've ever done before. I have never hit such high damage numbers. Okay, Fischl is getting bullied right there. Which has slowed down our clear slightly, but it's still a sub 50-second clear, which I will take. But yeah, like I said, now obviously Mavuika's numbers are slightly inflated in this abyss thanks to the 40% Night Soul damage buff, which is an insane buff. So yeah, my Mavuika won't normally be hitting 900,000 or 1.2 million damage, but that doesn't take away from the fact that she still hits like an absolute brick. Okay, I think we're gonna... Okay, I thought I was gonna have to retry that. Nope, we actually managed to dodge the massive hit. Now, obviously, this does mean that I'm pretty sure the enemies have higher HP pools, but as we've mentioned before, Mavuika does insane damage, so that shouldn't really matter. We have Cryo on this guy right now, and we hit, I think that was 600k. The Cryo might have gone, or we might have not crit. Actually, no, it's impossible for us not to crit. We have 100% crit rate, so, yeah, I think Mavuika's skill might have applied some pyro there, but I'm not too sure. Unless we have 1.6 million, which I don't think we did, but okay, 760k there, yeah, so that was probably 600k, but there we go, and that's the boss down super easy. Even though the fact that we didn't manage to take out the shield in time, we were able to kill the boss incredibly easily. So yeah, with that being said, let's just move on to some final thoughts and the character builds and the outro. Well then, as you can see, both did very well, even though ARLECCHINO was not in a ideal team, and then obviously we knew Mavuika was gonna absolutely kill this abyss. Anyway, when it comes to our character builds right now, ARLECCHINO is on 76 crit, 208 crit damage, on the R1 White Tassel level 70. If we take a look at our artifacts right here, this is how they're looking. I'd say they are quite good other than the attack attack timepiece, but I'm happy with the rest of the pieces. Like I said, C1 1066 talents. Mavuika 59 crit, this goes up to 99.8, so if we're missing crits, then that should be a problem, because that's even more unlucky than getting an early 5-star, well, even rarer than getting an early 5-star. 242 crit damage with 322 EM on a R1 Serpent Spine. You could swap this out for a Wolf's Gravestone. I just don't have mine leveled up, or a Black Cliff. Either of those, if you don't have Wolf's Gravestone or Serpent Spine, those are probably the 3 weapons I would recommend most, although you could also go for something like Mailed Flower if you have it. I just don't really want to use an event weapon right now, because I'm sure there's probably quite a few people who have Mavuika who don't have this event weapon, because it did come out in Sumeru when either some people weren't playing, or some people, you know, they just didn't get the game yet, or they were taking a break from it. Anyway, this is how her artifacts are looking. I'm pretty sure she's actually ranked like top 2% on Akasha, although, you know, that could very easily change, and I have swapped her build around a couple of times, so, you know, that could also change. And then her talents are 179. And then for our xilonen, okay, let's see, Fav and Cinder City on 2.5k defense, about 39 crit for the Fam Sword, C0, and then 610 8 talents for Citlali, 726 EM, and 160 ER as well, because we do want to get her burst up as much as we can. R5 Threading Tails, don't really feel like we need any more levels on it, because, I mean, her personal damage isn't going to change all that much. Obviously Sig would be nice, but it is what it is. C0, and then 196 talents for our Kazuha, 812 EM, a little bit of crit rate, but we are running him on sack because I have run out of Fab Swords to give to people. Viridescent, obviously, because what else would you have him on? Triple EM as well. C0 and triple crowned. And then for our Xiangling over here, 50 crit rate, obviously goes up to 63 thanks to the catch, 117 crit damage, 250 ER. Like I said, R5 catch. And then on Emblem, you know, as she normally is, C6, 25, 11 talents, and then finally for our official 61 crit, 103 crit damage. On Stringless, R4, Golden Troop, one of the new best in slot artifacts, and then C6 and 6, 11, 10 talents. So yeah, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys will have or have had good luck on your ARLECCHINO and Clarin pulls. If you want to see a Clarin version of this vid, then I did just upload that recently. With that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.